Y'all, I'm kind of walking down memory lane this morning. I'm melting a stick of butter into my little Dutch oven pot. And I'm going to saute the onions, the celery, the carrots, and the garlic. And when I wrote my second cookbook, The Lady and Sons 2, T-O-O, oh my gosh, I had almost completely taken hiatus from the restaurant. And I remember I was living on Abercorn Street in that precious little pre-Civil War house that I had. And I sat at that table and I wrote that whole cookbook in a notepad with pencils. And I remember sitting up there till 2 and 3 in the morning, looking out my window and writing, just a writing. But so for my second cookbook, you know, I thought I'm gonna ask around some of these Savannah people if they'd share one of their favorite recipes with me. And I am so sorry because I can't remember the lady's name because it has been quite a few years. But I said, do you have any wonderful recipes you'd like to share and have the world try them? And she said, yes, Chef Jack's corn chowder is so good. And I would love for you to have it to put in your cookbook. So it got in there. So I hope that y'all will try Chef Jack's corn chowder. All right, so I'm going to put in my onion. And listen, Chef Jack, I thought this was very cute. He said to drop a slice of butter in the bottom of your bowl and then put your corn chowder in it. He said it would just make it a little bit richer, a little bit better. All right, look at that. Look at that carrot. I'm telling you what, Teresa and her little kitchen gadgets, she can do anything with her gadgets. And that's like a perfect cut, Teresa. Just a perfect cut for a carrot. You know, I don't like those carrots, you know, the pre-cut ones. You know, I use them in my carrot cakes. All right, and that was garlic. I use them in my carrot cakes, but I don't like them. I just feel like they're fake. So this is beautiful to use the fresh. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for not giving in.
You're welcome.
Not succumbing to.
Even.
Yes. All right, now in this pot, we're using a beautiful white corn. And down here, we all are crazy about Silver Queen. Silver Queen corn. And it makes the best cream corn you've ever put in your mouth. It'll make the dog do tricks. I'm not kidding. So I'm gonna just heat this up, let it kind of simmer for maybe 10 minutes. So it really makes it easy. So that's our chicken stock. And we'll just let that go. And we're gonna let these get soft. And then we'll be ready for the next step. All right, we have sauteed that for a couple of minutes. Now I'm gonna add our flour. And you wanna make sure you stir this good because it's gonna make a roux for us to thicken our soup. All right, so like I said, we're just heating that up. I guess we've been heating it up maybe 10 minutes. And we're gonna slowly add that to this pot. You can kind of do it like this so I can have control over it. Whoa. It's going to be so thick, y'all. All right, now I'm gonna. There we go. And you want to keep stirring, 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 because you don't want any, that roux to leave any lumps in your chowder. Now, like I said, Chef Jack uses frozen white corn niblets, you know, but if your corn that you're getting is still good, I bet up north, I bet they're still getting some good corn, don't you, Eddie? Don't you think?
Yeah, well.
Because they're behind us.
I think they would be pretty close to the end of their
You think so?
seasonal fare.
Yeah. But fresh corn would be even better. All right. Now we still got 2 cups of half and half that we're going to put in there, and I'm going to heat this separately. Slowly heat that up. I'm going to turn this one down. And it looks real, real good. All right, now, we're not finished with it, but I'm going to still taste it because we hadn't added any salt or pepper. It's good just like that. Yum. Yum, yum. And I do like using the cracked pepper in this. Okay, we're going to let that heat up just a second. Then we'll be able to complete our soup. Yum. All righty, we've got our half and half nice and warm, so it won't shock our chowder. There we go. Looks good, good, good. I could sure love a nice chilly day when I make a pot of this, y'all. Yum. With some cornbread, we can just have corn all over the place. Cornbread, corn chowder, corn on the cob. Okay, this is like a really, really nice thickness. I'm going to add just a little salt, but not a whole bunch, because everybody can salt or pepper theirs at the table. And especially when you go to serve this, put your bottle of hot sauce on the table. All right. So I got a little, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I like doing this on individual bowls, but I've got some fresh nutmeg. I think I'm going to try to do it over here, and that's safer. Okay, a little nutmeg. But I really like putting just a scratch of nutmeg on top of your bowl. Uh-oh, I'm about to forget something. You know, I told you that Chef Jack said to cut off a piece and put it in the bottom of your bowl, but he did not say that. He said drop the whole stick of butter into the pot to make that chowder nice and rich, rich, rich. The butter's melted enough for me to have a little bit. You know, Chef Jack, what would be good in this too is small diced potatoes. Like in your clam chowder, you know how you have the... But this looks so good. And I so appreciate y'all sharing your sought after Chef Jack's clam corn chowder. There we go, I got it out. Mm. I think this chowder is perfect. Perfect, just the way it is. But put out that hot sauce jar. Loving Best Dishes, y'all. Especially to Chef Jack for sharing his recipe with me. And remember, don't let anybody take your joy of living away from you. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.